Okay. I'm going to give a brief tutorial on using ED Engineer. If you're not familiar with ED Engineer, I've included a link in the description below, and it's a free download, and it will work in conjunction with your Elite Dangerous log to keep track of the materials that you have on board, and you'll be able to use this tool to figure out what you need in order to get the engineering upgrade that you want. Now, what I'm doing right now, and I'll go to ED Engineer in just a moment, but I just wanted to show you that what I'm doing right now is I'm figuring out what I want to do when I buy my new Anaconda. And so I've already gone through everything in the core internal, and I'm currently kind of working my way through the optional internal, and it just occurred to me that you may want to see a tutorial on how I do this, so that's what we're doing. Now at present, let's see, what am I working on? The next one I want to do here is the collector limpet controller, which I'm going to have on board. And so I want to try and engineer this one for lightweight. And so I'm going to choose lightweight grade 5 right here. And then I choose the grade of lightweight that I want, or shielded or reinforced, whatever, but I'm going to choose lightweight. And then you choose best here. This, by the way, is through Coriolis. You can go to coriolis.edcd.io and then just find your way to the outfitting panel where you can kind of preview what it is that you want to do. So once you know what you're going to do here, you can see that when I just hover over this little gear icon, that I'm looking for lightweight grade 5 on my collector limpet. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to ED Engineer. And I've got it in full screen mode right now, though you can also change its display so that it's in windowed mode, and then it'll pop up when you use a keyboard shortcut that you can set. So anyway, we're looking for was that a controller limpet? A collector limpet, okay. So I'm looking for collector limpet. So I'm going to go under type filter here, and I'm going to find collector limpet. Now there's limpets here, but let me just see if there isn't a collector limpet specifically. Oh yes, there it is, collector limpet controller right up there. And once you make that selection, if you set your grade filter to show all, and currently I've got this filter set so that I can make sure, I had favorited some of these, and the ones that I have the darker background, those are the ones that I made favorites. I'm going to unfavorite those because I had selected a bunch of them earlier, and now I just want to go through and unfavorite them. And apparently there's not any way to do this en masse. You have to go through and manually uncheck them if you want to do that. So now that I've done that, I can turn off favorites here. And with neither selected, it's just going to basically show all of the different type of whatever you have selected up here. And you can show everything, but I didn't want to do that. So I'm just looking for collector limpet controller. And then in terms of engineers, I'm also looking for all the engineers, but you can select just the ones that you want. And then in terms of the craftable, I'm showing both those that I am able to craft right away and those that I still need to collect materials in order to do the crafting. Okay, so we're looking for lightweight on the collector limpet, limpet controller. So if I click on one of them, you can now see how many I have and how many I need. So I've got 9, I need 1 in order to do a single upgrade of a grade 5. I need 1 and I have 3. Like, that's kind of how you look at that. I'm just going to open all of these up. just the ones for lightweight. And then I'm going to click on shopping list. Now the shopping list is shown down below here. And right now you'd have to scroll it up in order to see everything that I have on my shopping list. But I'll let you explore that later yourself. But basically what it will do is it will show you what you have, and you can up the number that you would like to gather in order to be satisfied that you have enough on the right there. But anyway, I'm just going to show you how I'm setting this up based on the ship that I'm looking forward to building out of Coriolis. And so I can go back and forth between Coriolis and this. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the grade 5 here. You can see grade 5, grade 4, grade 3, 2, and 1. And since you have to kind of work your way up, in the new engineer system, that's why I'm making sure that all are being selected, at least initially. So I'm going to add to the shopping list. I just clicked on that, and then I'm going to hide it. I can scroll down, and now there's number 4 here. Add that to my shopping list. I just clicked on there, and then I'll ignore it. For grade 3, add to the shopping list and ignore. And for grade 2, add to the shopping list and ignore. And then for the grade 1, add to shopping list and ignore. Now, as you go through and do these, what you can do, if you want to go in and check and see what all you have in your shopping cart that you added to just now, you can just select everything up here and then go over to your ignored and favorites filter and show shopping list and uncheck neither. And then it'll show you everything that you currently have. You'll notice I've ignored them all after I've added them. These are all the different things that I've added to my shopping list down below so far. And then I would go back over here. So now I've done the collector limpets. Then I was going to do the shield generator. I'll let you see me do that as well. So the modifications that I selected for that are thermal resistance. So thermal resistance on that. So I'm going to come over to shield generator this time. So that means I uncheck everything, and then I choose shield generator, which I'll have to find. These are not exactly in order. Shield generator, okay, down there. And then I have to reset this. So I'm going to turn off shopping list because I haven't added the shield generator in there yet. And just check neither. Now this shows all the various different versions. Now if you don't see the one that you're looking for, you may have already put it in your favorites, or you may have already ignored it. So you can just be sure by clicking on favorite, and then you can just look for thermal resistance, which is what I'm looking for. So maybe you're going to look for something else. Now you'll notice that I've got some of these marked here. I'm just going to go ahead and, before I do anything else, I'm going to uncheck them. It's kind of unfortunate you have to do all these manually, but you do. Okay, so thermal resistance is what I'm looking for. So 1, 2, grade 3, grade 4, and grade 5 for thermal resistance. Then add to shopping cart and click ignore. Add to shopping cart, click ignore. It's unfortunate that when you click on shopping list, it doesn't really let you know that you did it, but as long as your pointer is right on top of it and you click it, it will go in. And this is grade 2, added to shopping list and ignored. And grade 1, added to shopping list and ignored. And then again, if you want to verify, you can just come over here and look on your shopping list. And I still only have shield generators selected up here. So this will show me what I put in. And then on the right here, it shows me what I need. Now I can click here just to look and see. So as you can see on this one, I can already craft this. I've got 24 of distorted shield cycle recordings that I picked up along the way. Shows you who you can go and get this work done by, which engineers over there. And then here. Now, once I put them all in, I'll probably go back through them and remove any that I feel like I have sufficient quantities, to satisfy my, immediate, desired needs. But, that will be up to, each of you to figure out. So here, I'm going to need germanium on this one. I don't have any germanium right now. So I'll have to get germanium in order to do this, and the more I get, the more I can craft. So you just kind of look at it that way. Here I've only got 3 or 7, and I'm probably going to want at least 10 of each. The ability to craft at least make 10 crafting attempts. Of everything, so that's why I may keep these in here, just so I can add to those. And then when you look down below here, this list is pretty long now, and it's getting longer. You can see that in my shopping list, I'm 82% of the way to having what I want, at least initially. I may up some of these numbers. So, like, for example, if I click on arsenic here, I can look over here under arsenic, and let's see, I can show information about resources, and then here it shows me that you can find this by doing surface prospecting, mining, mission rewards, or I can't read that last one, my eyes aren't very good. Carrying. Oh, maybe that's just telling me how many I have. And let's see if so here it's telling me that, I think it's telling me that I've got 20 of those. Arsenic, yeah. So that's just telling me how many I have. And that looks like you can change that. So you can manually update that if you want. And then, I'm not sure what this does over here. Maybe you can move it up and down or something. So, I'm still kind of figuring out how this works. And then as far as data goes, you can also click on the data tab to see what you have or need there. So you can get more information about these. You can also show information about resources. So, let's see, like group ingredients. This will group them all by alloys and capacitors and various different categories. And so you'll want to explore this on your own, because I'm really not that familiar with it yet myself. But I just thought I'd give you a brief rundown on what it is that I'm doing. If you want to go in here and kind of customize the ship of your dreams, and then decide how you want to, engineer all the components, and then finally figure out what you're actually going to need in terms of materials and data and all that stuff by using ED Engineer. And again, the link to ED Engineer is included in the description below, so you can go grab it for yourself. It's a free download. Okay, I hope this helps.